Guess I found the mother of all problems. I mean, it's rotten beyond repair. Oh my god.
There's a big task ahead, and I have never done this before. This is my first time, so let's hope everything goes as planned. So that's what I am dealing with. Sorry for the lighting. Uh, it spans from, all the way from that side to from the left to the right side, and it's a huge area. Someone already did try to repair it, but I don't think either they knew what they were doing or they thought maybe this is enough.
Believe you me when I say that this is my very first time using a grinder like this, and especially this wire brush. I didn't expect it to be so much powerful and offering so much pull. Well, let's give it a shot. Actually, I am not sure if this wire brush was the right thing because the paste or the type of material that the previous owner used on this roof was none like any I saw on YouTube. But this was, the most favorable tool, so I got the wire brush. This is now a sanding disc that I got. I thought maybe this will be better and it will result in a much better, grind. At least removing everything that's on the roof. The problem with this was the same, although it was a bit more aggressive and it was working much better than the previous one. But again, as you can see now, I am trying to break off that material using a flathead screw and a screwdriver and a hammer. It was much more effective than using the grinder, because this material, it wasn't metal nor it was so much hard. At one point, I thought they may have used the tile bonding cement type of thing on this to, cover it up. And when it was wet and it came into contact with the roof, it caused the rust to spread more and, cause more issues than it would have originally been. So that's how I tried to do it. In the end, I decided that it's best if I could ask a professional to, do something with it, or just cut it off and I will weld sheet metal to it. This thing is caked on pretty good. Ouch. Smoke. Yay, suckers! No, it is not on fire. That's the roofy roof. Phew! If you are afraid of heights, don't climb your Sprinter. You may not be able to see this, but I can definitely see some kind of water damage over here. I'm gonna have to improve that as well, along with this first removing the dust. I'm going to go one more time with an angle grinder, then remove the dust once more, apply some sanding, and then do a dust removal once more. These black spots, I think it was because of the heat or something. Some of them are coming out, some of them are not, but these spots. I just got the brush. I'm going to do these and this as well. Light spots. These joints, no wonder. Let's make sure every nook and cranny is painted red, primed, and ready for paint. This thing turned out really good. I kind of feel like I have to spread it with my finger to reach some corners. I mean, like, I cannot do it with a single bead. I have to do it twice. A single line has to have two passes. I've got to connect them with my finger, and when I touch it with a finger, this is what happens. I'm like, take a look here. I left it, right? I left it, and you see this hole. This is what happens. So, like, that's a good thing I just caught it. But if I do not touch it, this is how it happens. So this is how this is looking like. I think I have put too much of this stuff on it. As much as I could, and made sure that at least one side had a continuous smooth beat. So now I'm going to dust this off and start doing this side. I hope I will be able to, do much better.